wonderful story lovers, and welcome back. Have you ever seen a rainbow after a big, splashy rainstorm? They're so beautiful, aren't they? Well, today, we're going to join a little boy named Milo on an adventure that starts with a rainbow just like that. One sunny afternoon, right after the rain had washed the world clean, the most brilliant rainbow Milo had ever seen stretched across the sky. It was like a giant, colorful smile. "Wow!" Milo whispered, his eyes wide with wonder. He felt a little pull in his heart, a curious tug that told him he had to see where it ended. So, with his yellow rain boots still on, he set off on an adventure, following the arch of colors as it curved over the green hills and sparkling puddles. He walked and walked, his boots making happy squishing sounds on the wet grass. The colors of the rainbow seemed to get brighter and brighter the closer he got. It felt like walking towards a giant, shimmering painting. Finally, after climbing one last little hill, he saw it. Right at the very end of the rainbow, where all the colors touched the ground, there wasn't a pot of gold. Instead, there was a small, wooden door, glowing with a soft, warm light that pulsed with all the colors of the rainbow. Milo's heart beat a little faster. He'd never seen a door just standing by itself in the middle of a field. He reached out his hand, his fingers hesitating for just a moment before he gently pushed it open. As the door swung inward, a soft, musical chime filled the air, and a rush of warmth washed over him. He took a deep breath and stepped through. On the other side, Milo gasped. He wasn't in the field anymore. He was in a world unlike anything he had ever imagined. The air itself was alive with shimmering, flying colors. They weren't just lights. They were like living ribbons of red, streams of orange, and gentle clouds of yellow, all swirling and dancing around him. As they floated past, he heard a soft, musical whisper carried on the breeze, a chorus of voices made of light and air. They sang, "Kindness opens every door. Kindness is the key." Milo looked around, amazed. He saw a beautiful blue butterfly with a wing caught under a heavy leaf. The butterfly fluttered its other wing, struggling to get free. Remembering the whispered words, Milo carefully tiptoed over and gently lifted the leaf. Freed, the butterfly circled his head once, its blue wings sparkling like tiny sapphires, before flying off to join the dance of colors. Milo felt a warmth spread through his chest, a happy, bubbly feeling. A little further on, he saw a tiny red bird perched on a branch, looking down at the ground with sad eyes. Milo noticed the bird seemed hungry. He remembered the apple he had packed in his pocket for a snack. He broke off a small piece and held it out on his palm. The little red bird hopped down, pecked at the sweet fruit, and then chirped a cheerful thank you song before soaring back into the sky, leaving a trail of ruby red light behind it. That happy feeling inside Milo grew even bigger. Just as he was about to explore further, he heard a small, worried croak. Near a small pond, a green frog was hopping around anxiously. Its home, a cozy nest of moss and leaves, had been scattered by the wind. Kindness opens every door, Milo remembered. He immediately got to work, gathering the softest moss and the sturdiest leaves. He carefully rebuilt the little nest, making it even cozier than before. The green frog let out a happy ribbit and hopped right in, blinking its big, grateful eyes at him. Milo felt so full of joy, he thought he might float away with the colors. He had spent the day helping others, and it was the best feeling in the world. As the sun began to set in this magical world, the glowing door reappeared. It was time to go home. He waved goodbye to the dancing colors, and they whispered one last time, "Kindness is the key, dear Milo. Never forget." He stepped back through the door and found himself back on the hill. Just as the last sliver of sun disappeared, he turned to look at the rainbow, and to his surprise, it was still there, shining more brilliantly than ever before, its colors deep and vibrant against the twilight sky. It was as if all the kindness he had shared had made the world a little bit brighter. Milo smiled, his heart full, and walked home under the beautiful, shining promise of the rainbow. And that's the story of Milo and the rainbow door. It reminds us that the greatest treasures aren't gold, but the kindness we share with others. Thank you so much for listening today. If you enjoyed our adventure, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more wonderful stories. See you next time.